Letters from a Stoic. Selected quotes. To be everywhere is to be nowhere. A plant which is frequently moved never grows strong. Seneca. Letters from a Stoic, page none. Each day, acquire something which will help you to face poverty or death and other ills as well. After running over a lot of different thoughts, pick out one to be digested thoroughly that day. Seneca. Letters from a Stoic, page none. Limiting one's desires actually helps to cure one of fear. Seneca. Letters from a Stoic, page none. There is no enjoying the possession of anything valuable unless one has someone to share it with. Seneca. Letters from a Stoic, page none. Tags. Hashtag outside yourself. Hashtag favorite. Hashtag truth about life. Retire into yourself as much as you can. Associate with people who are likely to improve you. Welcome those whom you are capable of improving. The process is a mutual one. Men learn as they teach. Seneca. Letters from a Stoic, page none. What fortune has made yours is not your own. Seneca. Letters from a Stoic, page none. The man who refuses to allow anything that goes badly for him to affect him. Seneca. Letters from a Stoic, page none. Not happy he who thinks himself not so. Seneca. Letters from a Stoic, page none. Without wisdom the mind is sick, and the body itself, however physically powerful, can only have the kind of strength that is found in persons in a demented or delirious state. So this is the sort of healthiness you must make your principal concern. Seneca. Letters from a Stoic, page none. Activities that are likely to bring us harm and will certainly never bring us satisfaction if they could ever satisfy us. They would have done so by now, never thinking how pleasant it is to ask for nothing, how splendid it is to be complete and be independent of fortune. Seneca. Letters from a Stoic, page none. Tags. Hashtag favorite. Fortune that she should give me this and that rather than demand from myself that I should not ask for them? Why should I ask for them after all? Seneca. Letters from a Stoic, page none. No one can lead happy life, or even one that is bearable, without the pursuit of wisdom, and that the perfection of wisdom is what makes the happy life, although even the beginnings of wisdom make life bearable. Seneca. Letters from a Stoic, page none. Making noble resolutions is not as important as keeping the resolutions you have made already. Seneca. Letters from a Stoic, page none. If you shape your life according to nature, you will never be poor. If according to people's opinions, you will never be rich. Seneca. Letters from a Stoic, page none. If you want to be successful, you must devote all your waking hours and all to the task personally. Seneca. Letters from a Stoic, page none. Do you think you are the only person to have had this experience? Are you really surprised? Seneca. Letters from a Stoic, page none. A change of character, not a change of air, is what you need. Seneca. Letters from a Stoic, page none. And all this running away cannot help you. The answer is simply this. You are running away in your own company. You have to lay aside the load on your spirit. Until you do that, nowhere will satisfy you. Seneca. Letters from a Stoic, page none. A consciousness of wrongdoing is the first salvation. For a person who is not aware that he is doing anything wrong has no desire to be put right. You have to catch yourself doing it before you can reform. Seneca. Letters from a Stoic, page none. Be harsh with yourself at times. Seneca. Letters from a Stoic, page none. But no new findings will ever be made if we rest content with the findings of the past. Besides, a man who follows someone else not only does not find anything, he is not even looking. Seneca. Letters from a Stoic, page none. No one should feel pride in anything that is not his own. Seneca. Letters from a Stoic, page none. Only an absolute fool values a man according to his clothes or according to his social position, which after all is only something that we wear like clothing. Seneca. Letters from a Stoic, page none. Show me a man who isn't a slave. One is a slave to sex, another to money, another to ambition. All are slaves to hope or fear. Seneca. Letters from a Stoic, page none. No one can lead a happy life if he thinks only of himself and turns everything to his own purposes. You should live for the other person if you wish to live for yourself. Seneca, Letters from a Stoic, page none. Be as good as your word. Seneca, Letters from a Stoic, page none. Even if you had a large part of your life remaining before you, you would have to organize it very economically to have enough for all the things that are necessary. As things are, isn't it the height of folly to learn inessential things when time's so desperately short? Seneca, Letters from a Stoic, page none. People who are really busy never have enough time to become skittish. Seneca, Letters from a Stoic, page none. For life itself is slavery if the courage to die be absent. Seneca, Letters from a Stoic, page none. There are times when even to live is an act of bravery. Seneca, Letters from a Stoic, page none. There are three upsetting things about any illness: the fear of dying, the physical suffering, and the interruption of our pleasures. Seneca, Letters from a Stoic, page none. A man is as unhappy as he has convinced himself he is. Seneca, Letters from a Stoic, page none. Tags, #favorite, #emotions. There is a pleasure in having succeeded in enduring something the actual enduring of which was very far from pleasant. When some trouble or other comes to an end, the natural thing is to be glad. There are two things, then, the recollecting of trouble in the past as well as the fear of troubles to come, that I have to root out. Seneca, Letters from a Stoic, page none. We think about what we are going to do, and only rarely of that, and fail to think about what we have done, yet any plans for the future are dependent on the past. Seneca, Letters from a Stoic, page none. That so-called pleasures, when they go beyond a certain limit, are but punishments. Seneca, Letters from a Stoic, page none.